Social Girl Vlogs. I'm Brooklyn, and I got to go to Music Bank today. And then, like, an intro plays. Actually, the intro doesn't play anymore. I cut that out. I changed the format of my own show. So, yeah, last night, going back in time, we went to Sungyul's Chicken Shop. And it was so much fun, and we got albums first. We went and got albums so that we can get tickets to try and go to the fan sign. But, like, for those of you who don't know, the way you get into the fan sign is by buying albums, and then for every album you buy, you get a ticket. And then you put them in and hope you win. My other box of albums that I'd pre-ordered also came today. So let me tell you how many copies of Reality I have. Oh, I can't even hold them all. In case you were confused about how much I like Infinite. And then not only do I have 9 copies of the regular, I've got 2 limited editions. So yeah, we went to Hot Tracks to go buy those CDs. We went to the chicken shop. Super fun. Sungyul's dad was there. Sungyul's dad let us take a picture with him. And then while we were there, sign-ups on the cafe were up to go to pre-recording for Music Bank. And your girl has like the magic touch. Really though, I've just got like wicked good luck. It's kind of scary. I made a list of all the like good luck things that have happened to me in my K-pop life. Like my free JYJ ticket to the concert, or that I got filmed at K-Pop Masters, or that Key wore the necklace I made him, or that I got pit tickets to OGS, or that I got filmed at OGS, or that I got to go to KBS America and Skype Infinite, or that I got pit tickets to the new world tour, or that I got to be on After School Club, or that I won the chance to go to Music Bank today. So yeah, girl went on Music Bank today. So anyways. So, to get to Music Bank, I'm at the Shincheon station. You have to get off, not at Hapjeong, but the station after it. And then you switch and ride one more stop. But it's on the other side of the river, so like it was a ride. And then you walk like 5 minutes and then you're there. But like 5 minutes, I was supposed to be there at 10:30 and it put me there at 10:32. And I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. So I literally just went and got in line. Okay, that sounds good. And then they start checking us all in. You had to have an ID. You had to have a copy that you've downloaded the songs on Melon. You have to have a copy of your Melon ID. You have to prove that you are an official In-Spirit. And you have to have the Yes24 where we got our In-Spirit tickets. You have to have your membership for that. So you had to bring all that with you. So while they're checking all that, they must have called my name while they were doing that, which is so obnoxious because, like, I was kind of late, but, like, my number was 334 of 350, so I wasn't really that late. So then they yelled at us all. Not yelled. Yeah, no, I'd call it yelling. You know, all the other girls were here half an hour early. Why couldn't you show up? Mind you, they're all yelling at us in Korean, and I really don't understand it, but Priscilla does, and Priscilla was translating for me, and I'm just like, I am so sorry. So then we just explained that like we're foreigners and sometimes understanding things is hard. And they were like, okay, you know, don't do it again. So I get my number. I already put it in my journal because I don't want to lose that stuff. So I get this little thing. It's number 314. And then they're like, okay, meet back here at noon. So we launch around, and at noon, we line back up in order. And then we wait for an hour. But while we're waiting, everybody got a free Infinite fan, which was nice because it was hot. like really hot. And we were waiting outside, so we sat on the ground and it was a mess. So then, and Priscilla, oh my gosh, can I just say, pause the whole story. Priscilla applied at the same time I did, but she was trying to help out this girl who'd messed up her application. And because of that, hers went in like 5 milliseconds after mine, and Priscilla got cut. So I got to go in and she didn't. When like, without her, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. So I felt really terrible. But there's no way for me to transfer it to her, or else I totally would have. But if I did, not only would I be kicked out, I wouldn't be allowed to go to any of the other pre-recordings for the rest of the comeback. Neither would she. So that wasn't a good idea. So she was with me up until I walked into the door, and she gave me her light stick. Infinite has like this really intricate, awesome light stick, so she let me use hers because I don't have one. And we go inside, and I'm next to this girl who also likes Dongwoo. We can be friends. We may have to fight later, but we can be friends. And we're towards the back of the line because we're in the 300s, and girls are already in, and Infinite's already on stage. So you can hear girls talking to Infinite, you can hear Infinite talking back to the girls, and they're all like, ah! And we keep like turning to each other, grabbing each other's arms, like, oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my gosh. And then we walk in, and we're about to sit in the last row, and they're like, oh, sorry, the row's full, you'll have to go down over there. Making that seem like it's a big deal. There's the middle section of seats. There's a section over here and a section over here. If like we're sitting in the seats looking at the stage. So I'm in the section over here. The first like 3 rows are just empty. They don't seat anybody there. And then there's a line or a row in front of me. Excuse me. There's a row in front of me and then the row I'm in. So I'm in the second row of In Spirits. And we're so close. Oh my gosh. It's been so long since I've seen them and I was just so happy to see them. So I'm literally sitting there like dying essentially, slowly but surely on the inside. And then they start recording and they do like 12 different recordings. So the first one, first couple, they didn't dance really, they just sang. And they like, I mean it's Infinite, they all went through the moves, but like the move, everyone was just kind of like still like hitting it hard. So they did that a few times, but vocals were top notch, like. And Dongwoo had the dance break for today, which was awesome. And then between each take, they would run off stage and get makeup touched up, and then go back on. But between each one, they're like resetting up cameras, and so the boys would walk back on stage and like talk with us. You'd either hear us all at once like or it'd be one girl who would yell something, or like a couple girls who were yelling stuff really loud, and then the boys would talk back to them. And so at one point one girl goes, "나무현 사랑해." He just goes, "I didn't hear you." And the whole crowd, "사랑해." No, I couldn't hear you. "사랑해." I really couldn't hear you. "사랑해." Oh no, I couldn't hear you. And at that point we were all like, oh, okay, you're done. We're done with you. There was another time when Sungyeo was the only one on stage, so we just, Lee Sungyeo, Lee Sungyeo, Lee Sungyeo. And he did a little dance, and then Songjong was on there, so, you know, Lee Songjong, Lee Songjong. So he did a little something, and it was Sungyu, so Kim Young-soo, not, it was Sungyu, so Kim Sungyu, not Kim Young-soo. Get your life together. So it was Kim Sungyu, Kim Sungyu. He just goes, "I'm not doing it." Okay, Sassy Pants. Okay, no need. And then, so then they were recording vocals, and then they were kind of doing just staging. So they would record like up into a certain point of the song and then be done. So they would cut it at parts. So like it cut right before Hoya's part. Hoya just kept going. And then it cut like right as Dongwoo. It's the dun da da da, and he kind of just does like that a few times, but like much better than I ever could. But he just kept going, and then it went into like a full leg extension. I'm sorry, I did not eat all day. Anyways, so, and then one time, then they told us that it was like fine to scream. That entire time we have to be quiet while they're recording, and then when they're done, we're allowed to scream. So then they practice again, and we were supposed to do the fan chant this time. But like, yeah, I know the fan chant. I'm also losing my mind at the same time. So they were like, and then the managers who are in charge of the fans are standing like right there, watching you. So you feel like if you don't do the fan chant, like, they're gonna murder you. Honestly. Like, how are you the manager of this fan club and you're not freaking out because Infinite's right there? You just see them that often. Questions that'll keep me up at night. So then we have to do the fan chant, and I've got my light stick, so you're holding it like this. Kim Sung-yu, Jang Dong-woo, Mamoyan, Lee Ho-wan, and then it keeps going. And then at one point, they're doing the dance and fireworks. But like, they did the fireworks right when we're supposed to do a fan chant. So I'm like, what do I do? Do I scream at the fireworks? Do I do the fan chant? I don't know what's right. So I just went crazy. And then the girl next to me is still a Dongwoo fan. And so she just keeps Jang Dong-woo, 사랑해! So he keeps looking over at us, but like, hey babe, long time no see. It was over. They thanked us, and then they all started heading like towards us, but not into the seats, just like towards the edge where the seats start, because those are still empty. And I had dropped my fan behind one of the chairs, so I had to go to the row in front of me to pick it up. But because of that, I was being ushered out towards the middle. But the middle's absolutely stopped. All these girls are talking to Infinite. So your girl gets to stop and like wave and point. And I mean, like, I'm on the front row. There's no one in front of me. So like, Songjong points. Leon points and waves. I get some hearts. Hoya. It's all just so exciting. And like, there's something so magical about seeing that group in person. Because honestly, like, they're so talented. That dance is so in sync. You'd almost lose your mind just watching. But like, there's something about seeing Infinite in Korea that is just, I don't even know how to like put it into words. It's, yeah, just like that. And then when it was over, Priscilla was waiting by the front doors of KBS where all the idols walk in. So we got to see Girls' Generation and GOT7 and Sistar. So that was also really fun. But then we were like, we need to go. Like, we need to actually get out of here. So we left, and now I'm home, and my albums came. Sign up for Music Core went up while I was making this, and I totally forgot to sign up. So that's fun, but I really hope Priscilla gets in so that I'll go with her for, or not Music Bank, Music Core. Did I say Music Bank? I don't even remember now. So if she gets in, I'll go with her like she did for me today. Because, like, I owe her. Hardcore. And then they should announce the fan sign. Either tonight or tomorrow. Keep y'all posted. Until then, my name's Brooke, and this has been the Special Girl Vlogs. Special Girl. When we were chanting Songjong's name, he definitely blew, like, did hearts. It was just